Alright, I wanted to show y'all Bull Road, York County. One of my favorite cruising roads. Scenery is amazing. A nice little babbling brook and a waterfall up here with a nice little bridge. Plenty of nice turns of different banks and elevations. It's honestly one of the best roads in the area. Usually not heavily trafficked either. I say that and then there are cars up here. Luckily on the other side though. Oh, I just had to speak, didn't I? Well, here's that little waterfall I was talking about. Ew. I got an RV situation going on up here. Can you hear the sound? You see it there? Isn't that neat? I'll probably end up pulling on the side up here just so I can get a little more leeway from this RV, because the funnest part's coming up. Taking a bit of a detour here. There's a bit of an RV situation in the way. I'm not exactly sure where this road goes, but we'll find out. I love the instant torque in this car. Doesn't matter what gear you're in, from 1500 to 4500 RPMs, 300, almost 300 foot-pounds of torque. I mean, you can't get better than this. Still light and agile enough to get around these corners. Ceiling for days. You see amazing views. Doesn't it sound amazing? Got little burbles when you let off the gas. That squirrel tried to come back in and get ran over. I don't know what it was thinking. Wow, it's quite the playground. we're back. Detour led to some pretty amazing pictures. Maybe I'll put one up here in the video. But we're going to continue down Bull Road. Now this is a tricky turn up here. This turn here, when you're coming the other way, can be really bad if you're not watching. This one here is very sharp. There was a little bit of looseness at that one point in that corner, but just got some fresh tires on here, so they're doing a good job. But overall, this is just an amazing road to go down and have a good time without, you know, ludicrous speeds or anything. Get some shifting in. People say you can't have fun shifting in an automatic. I beg to differ. I have the ZF8 HP transmission in here, which is the best automatic ever made. Nice Focus ST. Mustang. This car just sounds amazing. I don't know how good it's coming across on the Meta camera from the glasses, but I gotta get a better microphone. Put it near the exhaust. I don't know about y'all, but I really like these uphill sections. Bit of us both telling the other one we could go there. I love the sense of picking up speed while going uphill versus downhill. Downhill always feels a bit sketchy to me, but I feel like everything's more controllable when you're going uphill. Nice right-hander. Also, I don't know if this is the same for anybody else, but like, I like right-handers better than left-handers. Left-hander, maybe it's my shoulder that's the issue, but left-handers seem like it shifts the weight in the car in a way that I don't prefer. Maybe it's the fact that it puts my weight into the center console. As you can see, this road is just turn after turn after turn. People talk about Gold Mine Road like it's the, you know, the best thing in Pennsylvania, but there's a ton of good roads in Pennsylvania. You just gotta know where to look. Which is consequentially what I do for my car cruising club, Cruis'nPA. If you're not in the club, join it. We're on Facebook, over 1,000 members now. Also, Cruis'nPA.fun is our website. We go on runs through roads like this at least once a month right now because I'm unemployed. But as soon as I get another job, we'll be doing them every other week. Big left-hander, uphill, into a right-hander. That's a pretty good one. Alright, now we're going downhill a bit. I gotta turn around here soon because there's a car show starting in 20 minutes and I am probably more than 20 minutes away right now, so we'll see how that goes. As someone with autism and ADHD, I can never be on time anywhere anyway, so yeah, that's that. If you're seeing this, I guess that means that my ADHD didn't hit me so bad that I didn't even post a video. So we'll see how that goes. Because I have all these amazing ideas like, hey, I'm going to make a nice little like road tutorial guide type of thing. And then I never do because the ADHD gets a hold of me and I'm like, what was I going to do? I don't remember. Alright, we're going to turn around at this church here because this is kind of the end of the good part of the road. Down that way a little farther you would get into like Dover and York area, but we were just here for the fun. Now we're going up to a car show that I think they call the Blue Moon Cruisers is putting on down at a motorcycle shop on Hartsdale. Very nice Challenger. There was some sand there. Is that a Acura Legend, or what do we got here in front of us? Or is that a Subaru? We'll have to get closer to investigate. Subaru looks like maybe... Oh, my eyes are kind of terrible. Wait, that's not a Camry, is it? It's a big mystery. What is this car in front of me? Looks like a Toyota badge. Is that Toyota that's like the Avalon or whatever, the like higher end Camry? People are scooting around nice enough. I don't have to feel like I gotta move off to the side of the road just to have some fun. Although that van up there might slow us down a bit. I got somewhere to be though, so I'm not really going to stop and wait. We'll just kind of go with the flow here. Got a nice breeze. It's not too hot outside. I don't know how long the battery's going to last in these glasses, so the length of this video will be determined by that. And of course I got to take these at 3 minutes at a time and then stitch them together because Meta couldn't give me a 5-minute or 10-minute video length. I'm guessing I know why though. I think it's that the glasses would overheat if you did a continuous 10-minute video. Even in 5th gear, because they're still between 1500 and 4500 RPMs in this car, you can still just put the gas in and it'll still like pick up. Like on the one side, that's amazing, right? Because you always have torque whenever you want it. But on the downside, shifting becomes a bit less needed to really get the most out of the car because you really can do it in any gear. So then shifting is more about either engine braking or just because it sounds cool, you know? You get the little pops and... So it's a Cresta? What the fuck is a Cresta? I know a lot about cars. I've never heard of a Cresta. Of course the van stays in front of me. It could have turned right. I wouldn't have mind. I think with this van in front of me, I'll just put it back in sport shift mode, which, let me tell you, this car, it has the transmission, this ZF8 HP is really good with the shift logic. So you put it in this like sport shift mode where you have the S and then the number, and it'll shift really well. Actually, it'll downshift really well. It's a completely different experience than having this thing just stay in drive. I would say it's even better than me trying to shift it myself, but you know, it's still fun to shift, even in an automatic. I know you manual purists are like, no, you need a clutch, you got a heel toe. I don't need the heel toe. I have peripheral neuropathy from diabetes. I don't even know if I could feel a clutch pedal at this point, so let me have my fun and I'll let you have your fun. Deal? Okay, van has found his stop. Heading back down to that treacherous corner here at the bridge. And the reason that corner can be so bad going this direction especially is because you come up to the corner and then you're immediately going down and to the right, but the road is pointing this way, so if you don't brake correctly, the momentum could carry you into the outside wall potentially. So always make sure you are not exceeding the speed of your car. The 3-minute video expired right as I was going into the corners, But here you go, you can kind of see this one here. That's probably the worst one. But yeah, here we are back over here now. A little bit more Bull Road, and then we'll be on our way to the car show. We're gonna get to see that nice little waterfall again. I love this part here where it goes into like completely like covered forest. It's just a completely different feeling when you got the woods all around you and it's like you're basically on a hiking trail but you're in a car. And here we are. I love the sound of the water. I wonder why on a lot of these mountainy roads you see just the one yellow line instead of the two yellow lines. What is the significance of that difference? I only ever see it on like mountainy roads, so I don't know if that's just a bias because I'm in an area like that. Well, here's the double yellow all of a sudden, so I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but I always slow down when there's a big hill ahead and I don't know what's going to be on the other side of it, especially in the mountains. It could be a car, it could be a deer, it could be a deer and a car. You just never know. And all the fun's in the corners anyway, so slowing down on a straightaway on a hill is not a problem for me. If I wanted to do straight line speed adrenaline, I would go to a drag strip, which I have done and plan to do again.